This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I got an article from Giant Freaking Robot that I knew was coming, that I said was coming, that probably most of you guys knew was coming. It's called Amber Heard Blamed for End of Jason Momoa's Marriage. Now, at this point, obviously it's speculation, but the news is that the speculation and the blaming has started. Let's see what they got here. It's a little bit of a Frankenstein article. They don't make one great point. They feature tweets and things like that. Anyway, without further ado, after being partners for 16 years and married for the last 5 of them, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet have ended their marriage. Momoa and Bonet released a joint statement on Instagram on Wednesday, and from the language and overall tone of the post, the decision seems to be as mutual and cordial as any such separation could be. But in the wake of the announcement, a lot of fans are pointing fingers in an unsurprising direction at Momoa's controversial Aquaman The Lost Kingdom co-star Amber Heard. Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom. Let's keep going. The joint Momoa-Bonet post was shared on Momoa's account. Bonet doesn't use social media publicly and says nothing about Amber Heard or anyone beyond the former couple and their children, which it shouldn't. I mean, of course, why would it? The statement begins with them telling readers that they have felt the squeeze and changes of the transformational times, which we've been over quite a few times on this channel. I read this whole thing, and what I said about their little message was it was nice. I approve of it. I think it's a great thing. They put it out there before a third party got to it, but it was a little bit, poetic. The words used weren't very straightforward. That's their choice. I'm not saying they should have done it a certain way. However, the way in which they did it left the door wide open for speculation. Here you can see it. I've gone through this in the last 2 videos, so I'm going to link that below in the description if you guys want to check it out, my thoughts on this full post. But for now, I want to move on. Let's just say this. As the article mentions, it was a very nice way to say things and a nice way to let the public know that they were ending it. But as compassionate and understanding as all of that sounds, there are a lot of fans on Twitter who seem to think there are much baser reasons behind the split. Just as Amber Heard and Johnny Depp first met and began their romantic relationship on the set of 2009's The Rum Diary, some fans are finding it difficult to get past the idea that something similar happened between Momoa and Amber Heard on the set of Aquaman. And this person here says, what the F-U-C-K did Amber Heard do now? Which I'm sure a lot of people are thinking. But I'm not here to say there's truth to that. I'm just saying, so the speculation begins. Suspicious, especially when the news spreads about Amber Heard flirting with Momoa. Momoa and Bonet announce marriage split. A reminder that Johnny Depp broke up with his relationship not long after starring in a film with Amber Heard. Jason Momoa is now splitting with his wife after starring in a film with her. The wait and see if she struck again has started. Just saying. Alright, it's a pretty good just saying, I guess. Some fans feel that even if nothing developed between Amber Heard and Jason Momoa to cause the latter's split with Bonet, that it could be the simple fact that Momoa continues to work with the actress that started the issues. Not to mention that while Heard and Momoa may not have gotten romantic, Heard may now be seeing an opportunity. And I will say this. Jason Momoa being in the movie with you-know-who is going to hurt people's opinions of him. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are divorcing. I think it's because he never stood up for Lisa's friend Johnny Depp and allowed her into their lives. Being friends with Amber Heard has its consequences. Even Lisa said she wasn't happy he was working with her. Listen to your wife. I can't find a 100% source on that. Some people deny it. Unfortunately, I don't have rock solid evidence that she said that. But if she did say that, well, she probably didn't like them two in the movies together as it is. That's a big debate right now. I know it's a little bit controversial in the community and everything, but, I just want to get down to the facts. But, of course, I wouldn't be surprised because there's not too many people who actually like Amber Heard. This was kind of funny. Amber Heard, on hearing that Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are to split, The TURD curse has struck again. Well, hello, Mr. Momoa. And I can't help but admit, I would kind of imagine she'd be thinking something like that right now. Let's keep going. Here's where Giant Freaking Robot pitches in their giant freaking opinion. So, should we blame Amber Heard? Well, it's all speculation at this point. On one hand, Heard and Momoa did just share a long shoot for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Variety reported filming began for the sequel last June, and director James Wan posted the news that principal photography wrapped an hour before the joint statement from Momoa and Bonet. That's a 7-month shoot bouncing between England, Hawaii, and Los Angeles. Lots of beautiful locations and lots of time together. It's fair speculation. On the other hand, it isn't like this is the first film in which Jason Momoa and Amber Heard co-starred. They were both in 2017's Justice League and 2018's Aquaman, and the latter film shoot was just as long as the sequels. Not to mention that even if something happened between the two, why is all the blame being thrown at Heard and any potential Heard-Momoa fling? Momoa makes up half of it. That's fair too. Maybe it's because people have the stereotype that men have a harder time controlling themselves. Maybe that's part of it. But they make a good point. You know, if something did happen, it would be his responsibility 50%. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of debate and plenty of things going around in the comments all over the web about this article, and this won't be the first one. Giant Freaking Robot got to it first, or one of the first ones, but the rest will follow. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you consider it and still don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it, make a new video, something like that. See you next time.